Everybody sit down and shut your ass up. It's time for a Patreon pour up. What up? It's your boy Beat 'em Down.
And I'm Random Randy Savage.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest who's kind enough to let us sit on his motherfucking his paid Zoom. God bless him. So this is low key sponsored by our boy Smitty of Real News Reviews. What's going on, man?
What's happening, man? Thanks for letting me join y'all. I'm happy to be here.
Thanks for technically being the host right now for this one. Guys are doing
hey.
shit.
gotta connect, man. We gotta connect. Gotta use our resources.
Yeah, man. But shout out to you, homie. Thank you for your help on that. But also, we were chopping it up, and I was like, dude, like, have you seen Halloween Kills yet? He's like, nah, not yet. I was like, I got a lot to get off my chest, bro. You want to hop on and talk about this? He's like, hell yeah. I was like, bet, let's do it. So this is what we're here to do. We're gonna break down. I mean, we're really just gonna talk about this movie and figure out what the fuck's going on, because I still don't know how I feel about this shit. But we're doing Halloween Kills, if you guys don't know. I'm gonna say right out the gate, I still don't know. Like Randy, did you like this movie?
Like having the ability to pause and think about a movie and then keep going, I feel like elevates the movie a bit. Like I was making my notes last night, and I was like, yeah, I feel like the ability to just like pause, come do something, come back, and be like, then it's still there, and I'm like, oh, huh, okay, go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't spend money on this, so I was like,
no. I stayed home because I was like, once I found out the option was there, I was like, nah. What about you, Smith? Did you?
I know exactly how I feel about it. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
As I was watching it, okay, so movies, any of the scary movies or the horror films, you know, with the stabber flicks, I always laugh. You know, it's a comedy, clearly, but this movie took the comedy to levels that I haven't seen in a while, because besides the obvious, you know, Michael Myers ragdolling people and, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing,
right.
the whole old man riling up the community and banding together to stop hate, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, like that level of comedy shouldn't be allowed, you know, without some kind of warning, because I busted myself up, man, like for real, like the whole entire time. Every time I seen this, then they showed, you know, he was recruiting his folks or whatever. And what got me was they went to the liquor store and all the niggas was there. I was like, okay. I was like, for real, y'all gonna do this, man.
Black people, hear me.
I come in peace, Negroes.
I come in peace.
I offer my tribute of 40-ounce liquor.
We must band together. I need your natural strength.
Take my humble gift of cigarillos, if you will,
and
box cutters and split so entwined. I cannot purchase the illegal goods, but
we must protect our most valuable resource, the white women.
Oh my God, yo,
we all have a shared interest, don't we?
It was just. I'm like, man, if I ever seen that's it. How could you not laugh at that?
Bro, it was. I think that's the problem. I think you actually nailed what kind of was annoying me. I did not like Tommy at all, because Tommy was a fucking lot right from the gate, right? Because we get, you know, I do appreciate that they give us like a Friday the 13th kind of rose gallery of niggas that gotta die, right? Like I appreciate them like introducing, you know, the little punk ass bitch dude and his hot ass girlfriend, and then they did the role reversal that he's the nurse. I mean, he's the doctor, even though he's a nurse. She's the doctor, but she, you know, whatever. Shout out to her wearing the porn star black nurse costume that we see in all of them. Beautiful, but but I hate it when it was like, it was a fucking talent show. It was a goddamn Halloween talent show, and Tommy goes up on stage and just like, y'all know tonight is the night of murder and death and destruction and all that shit. Did you know that? Did you know that I was a little boy pissing my pants? Niggas got stapled to a wall with a knife. I want y'all to think about that shit that happened. For like, I'm going to seed this. I'm going to sow the seeds of fear onto this whole crowd about somebody that nobody knew about, because no one knew about Michael Myers.
Nope.
Michael Myers didn't terrorize anybody for 40 years. That
was old shit. Yeah, that was old shit.
That's us in the metaverse as movie watchers being fed up with the shit. So it's like, you're riling us up, not the people up. Like, this is dumb. And then just Tommy was just whack. Did he just appropriate the old black man's bat? No, that bat was in our family's history for years. Shout out.
Give me this shit.
Because I don't think that nigga know he was even in the movie.
No.
Because that nigga felt so real. He was just like, hey, oh wait, what? It's a camera. Nigga's like, nigga took his bat that his daddy left him. Just took it. And just this is my weapon now.
Right. I earned this.
By sitting through your story, old black man, I've earned this bat. Thank you. Whoop. But I think it was Tommy's arc that was ass to me. How did you guys feel about Lori getting the Goku treatment, where she's like indisposed for an arc or a whole season?
Yeah, sit down for a little bit.
Worst. The fucking worst. Like, okay, so 2018 Halloween was promising the final showdown about like the girl next door becomes Sarah Connor now, and she's got a whole gang of Mexican armadas bringing her all the guns and shit. And she just had a whole house ready for this motherfucker, and he just survives. And I'm like, okay, so you're gonna go back, right? And it's gonna be like there was a part of me that really thought they were gonna do the magic thing, where it's like, as long as she's alive, he's alive.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so then she realizes that, like, or that as they were hurting Michael, that Lori in the hospital started getting hurt more. And I was like, oh, it would have been more interesting if that were happening. Like, oh, there's actual magic happening right now. And it's like, maybe stab, like, and like, then I was her name Karen, because she acted like Karen.
Yeah, no. The one that got that was helping her. Oh, the daughter. Yeah, her name was Karen. Yeah,
Karen was just being the worst.
She was the worst this episode.
And I was like, I wanted her to like just like be a part. Like, you have to do it. Stab me in the heart, and then she dies, and then like the end, right? And then Karen goes to jail, but Michael dies. Magic powers, whatever. And I just like. This was the easiest paycheck for Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
I saw you. You cringed a bit thinking about Karen. Like, what was your thought process behind that part?
I actually liked Karen. Karen brought a dynamic of I want to punch her along with Mike. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of like her rationales behind everything, and like you said, they made the connection hollow. You know what I'm saying? Like that connection just couldn't, and it just wouldn't fully hit. Like Randy said, it didn't satisfy what it was supposed to satisfy, and what they tried to do. And everybody trying to figure out why. Like, what is it? What is it that you made? He said it was like the magic, right? Some like mysticism or some kind of. It was nothing. Like, so it was just
because they tell me, but like because they'll stop the movie.
The fucking plot anchor. Her job is to slow the story down long enough so that we have a whole movie. Otherwise, this movie would be over in 40 minutes.
I mean, yeah, because like her, I liked her better in part one. You know, dealing with a cuckoo ass mom than her here. I did like the scene where she tried to help that guy who has no. I mean, could we at least pick the guy with a similar build?
Who the fuck was that?
He was just another guy who he just happened to be like.
Who the fuck was that guy?
He was the guy that was like with him, like when shit popped off where he escaped. He was just there. He was such an inconsequential body.
I remember one other guy escaping in that bus, and they never went back to him.
Yeah, but the movie did too much.
That was 4 years ago, almost now.
Yeah.
So
they got in their own way trying to fill all the holes, connect the dots, pull a saw, if you will. But they did it in a sloppy fashion to where it's like you don't have to connect everything. Did we have to get the nurse that was in the car that was scared? No. Did we have to get the old cop? I mean, like I get it. It's you're trying to write a love letter to your fans and shit, but at the same time, you're fucking up the motivation. Because I'm like, all right, well, what's driving this nigga then? Because I was getting to know it. I'm like, okay, so why? Why is he trying so hard? Because he just loves a murdering? Like that ain't good enough for me, man. Like.
It's got to be something. It had to be something.
He's after me. Like, nah, bitch, it ain't about you, Lori. I'm like, okay, then.
Not about you.
Help me make it make sense.
He's a child.
Is it everybody? Is it? You know what I mean?
Bro, if that movie don't start with a fucking police standoff with this nigga at the window because he want to be at the window and they keep taking him away from the window, nigga, then fine. If the window is the fucking thing, then fine.
See that, and that's I'm happy that you brought that up because that window scene, I'm like, that kind of drew me in. First off, the quickness that they show Mike have in them little short spurts in them little small areas.
Yeah, niggas.
I appreciated that though, how they were able to depict that. That was how they was able to shoot all of those scenes when he did have them little spurts. But when he got the cop, all right, with his little spurt, and he was standing at the window, I'm like, okay, so it's the house. Right, I'm like you said, like it's the house. So that's really what it's the house mixed with him taking it. Yeah, him taking his sister out, the connections, everything that happened. Something is there. You say all of it is the mysticism. I already said that. Like it's like you said, it. What is it like? What it? And that's where. But I also already knew not to invest too much into. We all knew. I mean, come on.
No,
we didn't.
I kind of did, dude. Like the first one fucked up. The first one did too good of a job. Setting that shit up, because you're dealing with like the whole movie's mainly about the PTSD that Lori went through and how much it ruined her and her entire family.
Yeah,
but
right.
then the nigga shows up, but you don't put two and two together that he was brought there, but the nigga still shows the fuck up. So like everything that she was crazy about made her right out of nowhere. But then you throw that out the window,
right?
You throw it out the window, and like I get that you're trying to make it about Michael, even though like I understand this is the Michael movie, right?
Right.
But they were trying to do. I felt like they did too much, and it was just kind of spinning its wheels after a while. And like you could have left Tommy out of it. And like, I understand you can't put Paul Rudd back in there because he'll make everybody look 10 times as older than they already are. Because like that's who Paul Rudd was, but they got Tommy fucking Doyle anyway. The thing that pissed me off, because usually it's like these niggas weren't like trying to live. You know what I mean? Like there were moments I was just like, all right, what the fuck? Like when everyone squatted up, it's like, all right, no one ever split up. All right, now let's split up. Like that pissed me the fuck off, because like when the black chick got out the car, it's like Michael's in my car. I'm like, there's no way Michael was in the car, because bitch, you'd have been dead like right.
Yeah.
So like let's figure out what's going on with that. That was cool. But then like and then like the little kids were the only ones I felt were like, all right, y'all could have that attitude, and I'm glad one of them got murked. That was dope. I appreciate the little
one
Easter
of the kids.
egg. Yeah, I appreciate the mass Easter egg. But like the part that got me the most, that pissed me off, was when the gay couple that bought Michael's house, right?
Yeah.
They think they're getting pranked by those kids again. The back door is open. There's a bloody handprint. Our boy from Mad TV is like, there's somebody in the goddamn house. We got to go. He's like, fuck that. Locks the door. Does not get the blicky.
At all.
But gets a knife that should be called a blicky. Like, it's a charcuterie knife. A charcuterie knife, nigga. You have an intruder in your house. You get a charcuterie. Who are you? What was your past?
About to cut some cheese, dog. That's
I need a flash cut of this nigga throwing charcuterie knives like ninja stars, fam. I need some type of like, who are you? Who the fuck are you? And I'm glad he died the way he died, but like I really feel like Michael Myers only murdered, I'll say 3 people this whole movie. Everybody else killed themselves. Suicide by Mike.
Yeah.
They didn't run. I mean, I guess that was. I want to know. I'm gonna have to look into the production team, because this had very not so subtle, like political innuendos and little things. It's a whole bunch, man. It's a whole bunch of that going on. It's like, we're not gonna take this anymore. We're gonna stand up. Shut the hell up! Like,
so
come on.
So I gotta ask. So as a black person, were you moved by this attempt?
Moved? Are you serious? That idea was the baseline to my comedic view of the movie. It wasn't even necessarily Mike. It was what they was trying to get over on us. Like, y'all really think this riling somebody up?
No, this was whack.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, as fuck. It was just whack. And it's like evil dies tonight, nigga. I was even more mad because like y'all gassing me up. Like, this nigga's gonna like stay dead, but he's gonna be fine in a couple of minutes. And it was really pissing me off. I was like, bro, stop saying it dies tonight, nigga, when it's gonna die in the next movie, fam. Like, quit fucking with me.
Right, y'all tripping.
Don't do that.
It
Don't
dies
gas me
tonight.
I actually thought he was gonna die. I thought
I
this
did
was
too. Like a
I thought this was gonna
dumbass.
be the end game of the fucking Halloween series. Like, we're done with this. We're gonna make sure he ends up dead. We're gonna chop his head off, and we're gonna take his mask off, and we're gonna show his stupid face, and it's gonna be a dirt face, and we're all gonna laugh at it and then throw it into a dumpster.
But this was a piss poor attempt of trying to have, because like look, we've watched social commentary in movies a bunch of times, fam, and they do it much better job. And this was not the best one. Like it's like if you want to do it right. If you're gonna half-ass it, like stop. Just stop, please. Like
there is no way.
But they were dumb. But I'm glad that there was a payoff of old boy jumping off and getting fucking obliterated by that street nigga. That nigga got fucked up.
Yeah, then right. So
he
that
was bad built, but like when he hit the ground, he was like taller. That shit was fucked up.
Even that was cheap. Okay, so the build up to the whole bringing the mob together, and you know, it looks like they were trying to make a parallel to people freaking out about, you know, the pandemic. At least that's how I seen it. People it happened in the hospital. You know, people just so fed up with what's going on. We're gonna drive it out. You know what I mean? We're gonna drive the hate out together with hate. That's how we gonna do it.
Fire with fire, baby.
And then you get him. He cheaply gets out by committing suicide by jumping out of the building. It's just cheap. It was a cheap build up, you know. And then I'm like, okay, cheap build up. Maybe we're gonna see some kind of payoff. You know, maybe something. Maybe it was gonna be.
Nigga, that was the payoff. Like that unfortunately, like that was it. The payoff was like, we're gonna show you the body this time. Because usually we cut away and you put a sheet over that shit. Like, no.
No, they showed it.
Like, I don't think it's him. How do we know? We've never seen his face. How do we know? Well, he's definitely not 5'5". So we're pretty sure it's not him.
Dumpy as fuck. It'd have been cool if they found a dude who was like the same.
Of all the accounts that we've seen Michael, he's definitely towering over people. So this guy isn't him.
He picked up a whole dude.
Why did we chase down Danny DeVito from Batman Returns?
Exactly.
Up like 14 flights of stairs.
And when would
quick.
Mike run?
He was
Mike
quick
would
too.
have went through all them folks. Mike would have got stomped to sleep and got back up.
He's like, he's an apex predator. So that means he wouldn't run. When challenged with a big threat, he would either attack or he would retreat, then attack again. Like
I rolled my eyes so hard with that apex. Just him, coach. Like I'm sorry. Tell me how small this town is, nigga. You can't just roll up to me and just start telling me what to do, nigga. Like who are you, nigga?
That's what I'm saying.
I got a bag full of annihilators. And I'm about to go smoke weed right now. You like you got to come in and come back, nigga. I'm going home.
We're looking for a couple of good men who want to get their hands dirty. We're having a lynch mob. I'm like,
right. Whoa.
Are you asking me to lynch? You want
that's
me to
exactly. And they was in Illinois, sundown. It's sundown towns and shit. I'm from the Midwest. I know it's wild around there.
No, nigga, like it's either anytime you're assembling a team like that, it's either two things: lynch mob or a gangbang, nigga. And I say nay no to both.
What she look like?
I know, but where's she at? How big is this woman? How tall is she? Like,
how many people do you need? Jeez. You guys setting a record or something?
She's insatiable.
We're gonna fill this bucket up.
Fill the bucket.
We're gonna give her the carrot.
This is my fault.
It's definitely your fault.
This is on me.
That was a terrible recruitment attempt. there's no way that some burly annoying, white man can come at me in the middle of the night and try to request that I commit vigilante justice on somebody.
Bitch, I got work tomorrow, nigga. Like, who are you? Like,
that's a felony. You understand this, right?
Like, wait, are you a cop?
Like, you know you're protected, right? Speaking of cops, nigga. Let's talk about our boy, nigga with the hat. I don't know his name. I felt like this was not fair because he was in the first movie, but it wasn't fair. Like if there was any time you want to include this dude, like it should have been him v Tommy Doyle, right? A better movie would have been him versus Tommy Doyle, like him trying to get his cops together to do shit. Tommy Doyle accidentally like undermining the cops and shit, and them bumping heads and having a fight versus whatever goofy bullshit happened at the fucking hospital. Because like if anything,
sitting on the stairs just waiting for shit to pop out.
Right.
Well, he
took his hat off. He took his hat off. That was it. He was done. He was over. He said, "Oh,
yeah," because the mob won. Right, the mob won. But it's like, but you did a terrible job of setting that up. Because like, if anything, something as simple as having that big motherfucker up there with Karen trying to protect that guy and failing would have made him sitting on the stairs with the hat off more like effective. Because like, nigga, you just here. You're just here. So let's talk about the fun shit, guys.
It was overtime.
Let's talk about the fun shit, guys. This is some bullshit. Let's talk about the fun shit. The fun shit is about the goddamn murders. We're gonna talk about number one, your favorite kill, who deserved it the most, And who didn't deserve it the most?
Oh man,
Yeah, we all know Andy Wood we ain't deserve it. But
there's a few of them didn't. Right, Randy said only a couple of them didn't deserve it. You know, they could.
Let's start with the ones who didn't deserve it. Now I only count 2.
Okay.
I don't know about y'all. Are y'all 2 the same as my 2?
Only person I said that didn't deserve it was the homie, his breakout partner. I mean, he got murdered by the mob, technically, I guess.
Technically.
I'm telling you, everybody else, I'm with Randy said there's only a couple that literally didn't deserve it. They all deserved it. Nobody ran. You know, besides the kid didn't deserve it.
Fuck
and now
kid.
And it was good that happened. The kid was a D-bag.
No, fuck that kid. He had it coming. No, he had that shit coming.
I mean, but only in the aspect of it's a kid. That's it. That's the only reason. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like that kid had a reason. He had this undeveloped brain as a reason to his demise. Like,
you know how scary I was as a kid. You know how scary I was at that nigga age, bro. Okay, I was scared as the fuck, nigga. Self-preservation was real, fam. Get the fuck out of here.
Definitely.
Fuck that kid. Fuck that kid, nigga.
That's about it. Everybody.
Because dude, the other was like, I think he's a pervert. Like, run then.
No, that shit. That was what. See,
we're gonna taunt your rapist, nigga. That's what we out here doing. Like,
he came out. He said like, he was bouncing out of the side of the tree. I mean, if I seen somebody hide and peekaboo outside of a tree more than once, it's over with. It's like he owns.
They swinging. They just la 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 la.
He watching us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let me get sweaty for you, Mike. Like, what you doing, nigga? Like, what? Anyway, who do you think didn't deserve it, bro? Rando?
I'm thinking I wanted to say the fucking cop in the beginning, like the one who got shot in the neck.
Oh man,
because
because he definitely
at that point I was like, that's
probably numero uno.
Yeah,
because he was just like.
I was like, hey, I know it's 1978, so you haven't seen Speed yet, but you should definitely shoot him in the leg first. Like, it's a hostage situation. Why are you aiming for center mass?
Bro, he hit him right in the neck.
Aim for his leg.
You saw the disappointment in that nigga eyes, like, nigga.
Why?
Bitch.
That was okay.
The neck?
We definitely gonna come back to that one.
And then you have the audacity to hesitate after the guy flumps and like Michael walks away. He doesn't run, he walks away, and you shoot 4 more times, miss all 4 shots.
Of them.
Point
all
blank.
Of them. But you Hawkeye with the fumble
nailed
though.
him in the neck.
That was spot on, right? It was the next shot was it.
You Idris Elba, nigga, when it don't matter, dog. You fucking kill shot like a motherfucker.
See, you brought up that one. See, that death is gonna go into another category. We're gonna get to. I'm gonna get it. We're gonna get into.
Bet. Let me know. Cause like I feel like the least deserving was the drone couple, dog. That one hurt me, dog. That one.
You said which couple? Which couple?
The old.
Oh,
old
yeah.
interracial couple. The old interracial
that
couple,
was
dog.
messed up.
They're tied because it was like number one, they weren't. The only thing they did wrong was not have a fucking machine gun in their hands. So
Right.
like I guess NRA would be like, see, told you.
See what happens?
See what happens?
You have the weapon to protect their household and their property.
Got this big this big monster coming through.
Stand your ground. You stand your ground against Mike.
White privilege walked through their door,
like,
and there was nothing they could do about it.
The fluorescent light kill, I was like, yo, that was brutal. I felt bad for that black lady. Then like before I got time to clutch my pearls, nigga was turning into a pincushion. I was like, yo, he's dead now. And she's watching. I'm like, all they did wrong was be neighbors.
Yeah.
That's all they did wrong.
That was the most satisfying. That's most sad. They didn't deserve it, but that actually showed some depth into his psychosis. You know what I'm saying? With him,
he was fascinated by yeah, you're right. Because every time somebody got murked a special way, we get the head tilt. Like that's interesting.
Yeah,
so that firefighter nigga got destroyed.
That wasn't cool. That why they ain't do the cops like that? That got me. I'm like, okay, y'all gonna show these first responders getting terrorized or whatever, but y'all ain't gonna show no. You know what I'm saying? The same thing ain't happened as bad. So
it's coming. Like no, dude. Like no one was safe. It wasn't like ain't like he let the cops slide. Like they just happened not to be there to get murdered. Like he's whoever's in the way is getting fucking laid out. Kid, geriatric. Hot motherfucking sexy chick don't matter.
How 5 guys with axes and chainsaws lost to one guy with a pickaxe.
Look, bro.
I mean, you could have just threw the
I know it's
chainsaw
the
at him.
beginning
That
of the
alone
movie.
would have got him to
I'm
still
move
like-
or something. Like he
You're
had
Suicide by
not
to,
Mike.
Donnie Yen. You're not. What the
Suicide by
fuck?
Mike. Like with
the
I felt bad
water.
for the-
Did you see the water? Hold up. He sprayed. He was spraying him in the stomach with it. I'm like, even the civil rights protesters got shot harder with water than that. What the hell
That's
was
what
that?
I said.
It's like, what the-
he literally said that in our Halloween 3 review.
Okay,
verbatim,
Like, what the hell? Like, dude, come on.
I get it. I guess you're trying. I guess you're conserving water these days.
I think when they signed the bill, they finally turned down the PSI.
That's what it was.
Like,
Like,
all right,
no. It can't go higher than 50 psi.
The
The
same-
house is
like-
gonna burn down.
Like
Nothing we
remember
can do about it.
Rambo, turn it a little
Nothing
bit
we can
lower
do
than what
about
hit
it. The
Rambo.
Leroy Jenkins law passed. There's nothing we can do about it.
Dude, our
So-
grandparents definitely got hit with water harder than that
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
For goddamn sure.
Like, for sure. They're like 2 decibels lower than when Rambo got hit.
That shit was
That's
a
what we
super
need.
soaker.
That's what it
Super.
was. And that one caused fucking flashbacks of PTSD. They're like, nope.
Yeah, they're like, okay, less than that.
Little
I'm
less.
But they didn't even hit him in the
like-
face. They didn't even like attempt to waterboard. It wasn't even a waterboard
It's like
shot.
before
It
you
was
go for the
here.
headshot, but I'm like, okay, he's not Thanos, but you could at least go for his kneecap.
Anything. Okay, favorite kill though.
Ooh. All right, I got an easy favorite.
Bet. What you got?
I think I kind of talked about it maybe a little bit, and Randy brought up the cop that got shot in the neck. When that man busted out of that closet and grabbed him up, I haven't busted my gut that hard. I don't know why that was so entertaining to me. Like, okay, he seen the footsteps at the window, right?
Yeah.
Crispy, big
Fresh.
ass boot. Yeah, like
Yeah.
them shits looked wet. Like them looked like wet footsteps. All right. And the way that he just oh my God. And then like I said, it led into him getting shot in the neck. That's what I'm saying. Like, so that's what made it. It was like, man, so he got did dirty by Mike and the rookie cop.
Yeah, because Mike hold him more than anything. He didn't
Right.
even hurt him. He was just
It
holding
wasn't
that
even
nigga
like a
down.
knife. He just kind of strangled him and like,
Yeah, like a
you'll
bad
die
one.
slow now. And I was like,
Very slowly. Right. It was like you're gonna die slow.
I
It's
have
not
a
even a
gun, don't I?
Nigga, that's my spot, nigga. You in
Dude.
my spot, nigga. Like he
The-
was. Yeah, don't stand. Number one, don't stand there. Stop looking at what he looking at.
See, right. Why would you? Okay, you looking at what he looking at, and you don't see no other footsteps nowhere else. So what did Mike like broad jump over into the closet or some shit? Like,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
He's strong enough to long jump his way over to that motherfucker, bro. He
Look at
just,
that.
just
Got there
Floated.
quietly though,
Pirouetted his way over to the closet.
in one motion, all in one
Oh
motion.
man, that nigga just that poor cop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Randy brought that one up. Like, so that one, right when he said that, yeah, that didn't deserve it. Right, he didn't deserve it, and I thought that was the most entertaining one, simply
That is
for them reasons. Like that shit
hilarious.
just fucked up. Like,
What about you, Rando?
Dr.
Fate.
Lady blasting her own fucking face off was
That
just
shit was hilarious. I was hurt. I didn't want her to go because she was so hot to me, man.
fucking
Mm.
stupid.
she wasn't about to
Fucking
make it.
stupid. But,
She
No
set
way.
herself. She set herself up. She's like, I know how to use these. I was like, up,
I'm just like, it's a goddamn desert eagle. It just
cup and
don't-
saucer, fam.
do not go that. You don't need to get that close. At
For-
50 yards, you can obliterate a pineapple. Why would you just like?
One hand. Did she even? I wasn't even paying attention enough
yeah,
to
Oh,
see
she
what
one-handed it. She
Yeah,
one-handed
that's what I'm saying.
shit.
That was
That's
breaking
exactly-
her damn
That's a
wrist.
giant cannon of a gun, and I'm just
Right.
like, what are you doing? You
That's
are going
exactly
to
why she-
die.
I mean, look, let's keep it a $100 though. It was better in her hands than the fucking brother. That was one of the wackest black dudes in the history of like nigga had eyeshadow on. I was like, why?
They did that shit on purpose.
You a
man.
doctor? Yeah, I know. I'm glad he got stabbed in said eye. I was like, good.
It was probably more just a,
It's the only time I seen a brother die and I ain't wince at all. I was just like, yeah, feel that, nigga.
like, feel.
Right.
Feel
No,
that
she
in your
got
brain, you bitch.
It was
homegirl.
probably
Like,
too
man,
dark for his eyes to see. That's what it was.
He
Yep.
threw the keys. Remember when he threw the keys? Like, go ahead, bitch. Start the car. With your fine ass. I'll be back inside to get my stethoscope, bitch. Oh, I was mad at that brother, dog.
man,
Oh,
he went out. Right.
Leaving.
He went out.
There's
He
a
went out
dangerous
bad.
murder out. You go first.
My lady.
punk
Fuck yeah,
ass.
you go first.
My
He-
favorite kill, like hands down, dude, is the boyfriend, nigga.
Mm,
Oh,
The boyfriend was my
the
favorite.
stairs, the stairwell,
Yeah,
whatever.
because he took his time on him. Like everybody else,
Combo.
because like
He got
And
combo. You right.
and
He
then
definitely got
came back
combo.
Like, nope, still not done.
yeah, because he's like, oh, you thought I was. Cause he made it personal. Cause old girl was getting on his fucking nerves. This you? Anyway, like we were saying, there's somebody murder. I'm like, but like the ones that pissed me off the most was like when towards the end when the dad, the boyfriend's dad was like, oh yeah, man, you know us as a trio, wop wop wop, but y'all stay here. I'm gonna go in the house. You committed suicide by Michael. Yeah, suicide by Michael. Little John, who was a tall guy from Mad TV, you called the nigga's name while he was in his spot. When you saw your husband's head crushed like a grape.
Right.
You just gonna be like, Michael, and then stand there. Suicide by Mike. Who else killed themselves by Mike?
Mike, is it you, Mike Myers?
It don't matter who it is. What do it matter?
Yeah, 2 + 2 makes 4. I see what's happening. I see what's going on. I like how he posed them up like in the picture. Oh, by the way, we got to take a moment to say fuck you to these stupid ass groups with some bullshit, right? All right. So number one, there was somebody who was upset about the firefighters getting murked, saying it was like they wanted to protest the murking of the firefighters. Number one, go fuck yourself. Shut the fuck up. Somebody tried to say Michael was homophobic because he posed the two lovers like they were in the photo. That nigga's being funny. He posed them up how they were in the photo.
Oh, is that what it was? I thought it was okay.
Yeah. He
I was trying to find out.
Yeah, because they was land.
And I was like, okay, I guess if he looked like he was blowing them, then maybe.
Oh yeah. If you put them on top of each other,
was
like,
that it?
like
I was
69
like,
or something.
That's what I thought. I thought it was a 69. I mean, I thought that was,
like,
you know.
There was a photo of them because
I saw
them
that
laying down. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and like he was laying down, he had him on the lap, and like Michael, who's a king of propping up bodies.
I thought it
he actually was nice to them because he propped everybody else up.
Like he played music for them and shit, and I was like, it was fucking creepy.
He was kind to them, put it back in the room, but like other motherfuckers got the mask on, hanging upside down on the goddamn merry-go-round and shit. Like that was a fuck you. The rest of them,
yeah,
shut your dumb ass up. Anybody saying
Mike understands love. He understands love. Mike understands love.
I didn't get. I was like, I don't see where you guys are getting homophobic from. Like
it's dumb. It's dumb as fuck. Because
I didn't know about the firefighter.
Like maybe if you like stabbed him and like, I don't want to touch you. Or like,
right.
Oh God. If you like got blood on him and threw it down and like washed his hands furiously, that'd have been kind of like, oh Mike, hold on, Mike.
Whoa, that's a bit there, bro.
The first time he speaks, it's like, ooh, AIDS. It's like, whoa,
Mike.
Man.
Michael.
That's where you draw the line. Michael.
Then he's canceled.
Michael Jonathan Myers. You really went there?
Canceled.
The only time he says a word, nigga, that'd be the worst. Let's talk about this goddamn ending, bro. This is what pisses me off. This is what really puts me in like a really bad spot of how I feel about this movie. Cause like Karen tricks him, right? Pulls him into the lynch mob, right? We see a bunch of nobodies put the work on Mike, beat his motherfucking ass up. One dude put 6 in his chest, and we see them go through his body. He's getting hit with some real shit, and they continue to beat him. Karen stabs him in the base of the spine. I'm like, this is a whack way for him to go out, but I mean, he's dead. I accepted it. We cut back to Goku and Vegeta having a conversation in the tanks and shit.
Fucking like gravity wells and shit.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, you know how evil, blah blah blah. Like, I hate that monologue. So we got that bullshit, and then Mike gets up, starts doing the Hogan shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Someone tries to stab him. It just starts beating the fuck out of everybody. I'm like, but you got, bro. He's 60-something years old, right? Nigga, I got hurt this morning for sleeping bad.
Oh, I got one for you. I was at the W word, which on my podcast we don't say that word. Okay, so I'm not gonna say it here. So I was at the W word. I like pulled a muscle or something. This was a couple weeks ago. This shit still hurts for me pulling something too hard.
Is it a store? I'm sorry. What is it? A store?
No, I went no damn store.
Okay.
So I had to do some gardening. I had to do like some community gardening. All right. It was community garden. And I was doing some physical labor, right? It was some labor. It wasn't that that, you know what I'm saying, that difficult of work. However, at the age I am now, you said, and I'm in my 30s, Mike is in his 60s, late 60s, more than like that's how his age lines up, late 60s, maybe even 70, like touching there. And he just walking through it. And
for getting shot.
he don't never breathe hard. He don't run, but he's still quick. You know it, and he was doing that all in one. He never stopped. He was hitting every part of that town, every single part.
Yeah. Because this is the second half of his day.
Yeah,
he been going nowhere. He ain't stopped. He in OT right now.
Yeah,
just getting people to business. 12-hour shift, murdering.
After breathing in all that smoke. Okay, let me go back. I don't know where that was. That was the most impressive feat. If we're gonna do another category, add some Mike's impressive feats of this movie. I think him surviving smoke inhalation for 15 minutes.
Bro, nigga was just
gotta be. Come on,
chiefing that shit. He should have came out of this doing like Goldberg, nigga, with just smoke coming out of his nose. That actually would have been dope. I'd have been like, oh no, run.
All right. The reality in me was like, he should have been choking or something. He ain't cough. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no struggle, none of that. It was just.
So what if the mask has magical properties this entire time? What if William Shatner jizzed in this mask and like some shit swirled around in it? Because it's like the mask
would make more sense and be more inclusive with the rest of these Halloween movies. Because the mask seemed to be kind of a point.
But the mask has to have some type of point, right? Because we remember in the first movie when that dumbass podcaster was like, Michael, your powers, do you feel it? And he felt it. But he felt it. Yeah, take it. You feel it, don't you? And it's like, nigga, stay out the circle, fam. He's like,
never get Michael.
He was in his range. He got in his range, bro. Like, I don't know what the hell that was.
Power morpher. Yeah. Like what are these niggas?
Michael rolls for initiative.
This has got to be something, man.
Well, the mask had something because right before the fight, his mask was kind of fucked. He made a point to adjust his shit.
Yeah, got to get it together.
Like, so maybe the mask has some kind, because nothing makes sense. I don't know Michael's motivation. Like, I know what Jason's motivation is. As paper thin as it is, it matters, right?
Right.
Like, I get it. You want Michael to beat the record. I get it. Fine. So be it. Put all these motherfuckers that just willingly die in front of him, fam. But like,
right.
Those 6 shots bothered me. Because I saw them go through him, and he's just like, and
even Jason doesn't come back like this fast.
The day of,
it takes a minute.
The moment of he got up,
and maybe a dead dad. And
now, what if Michael Myers did a kip up, nigga? What if he just?
I'm back. Back in the spine, ready.
Just, like, oh shit, fuck, Michael. No, but
I don't know. We're not gonna figure this thing out because none of this shit makes sense. This dude was on. It's got to be some powers. It's got to be. It can't just be the power of the psycho. He just can't just be like crazy motherfuckers. It's just strong.
It's like I felt like it was missing an element where like Laurie was important. Like if Laurie was the imprint of himself and his soul is locked in the endless battle between him and Laurie's the only one who could kill him. Because that's what it made sense. Because everyone else tried. Everyone
who are they?
Licks, but Laurie's the only one who can do the final damage.
And that still makes no fucking sense. Like, because like, I don't think Halloween Ends is really gonna like land nicely, bro. Like, it's because it's Halloween 2018 was dope.
Is it actually gonna be another movie of these?
Oh yeah, nigga, Halloween Ends.
Fuck off.
They announced that? That's like official?
Yes, nigga. Oh yeah, you silly bitches. You thought he was just gonna stand by the window and be done? No, nigga.
Yes.
Laurie was taken out of the equation
forever.
Because this is the Mike movie in the trilogy. This is the Empire Strikes Back.
Then Laurie comes back with a green lightsaber and shit.
Yeah. But think about it though, because the weakest of the Strode daughters are gone now, right? The weakest of the Strode daughters are gone. So now we have old ass mom who can't do much because I love how she needs a doctor in the dick. And then she needs a doctor after that.
She was completely stabbed in the stomach. Like, wasn't that? I
love how the doctors gave her enough though. They're like, hey, it's like she got stabbed, but she'll still be able to do shit later. But we fix her up to where she can still be mobile, but we just need to keep an eye on.
So that shot of her with the knife in the hospital, that's like in part 3, I guess, because that wasn't in this movie.
Probably.
They showed it. Remember, she gave the mom the daughter.
Oh yeah, she picked up
the daughter. Yeah, she picked
Yeah,
She picked that big ass knife up and handed it to her while she was in the house. That happened.
But they lied on that
middle of the
commercial.
movie.
They cut that commercial up like it was Lori grabbing the mask and fucking it up like she was
she's
murder this nigga.
Like she's wrapping the shield around her arm. Like here it comes. What I could do this all day.
They got us
be
with
the granddaughter.
With the ads.
The granddaughter's gonna probably get the kill because like she lost the most from Mike. And they might do some goofy shit where this bitch might like have the bloodlust or some shit, some goofy dumb bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Ra's al Ghul shows up and like, ah,
I shall take you in. Right.
The League of Assassins needs powerful women to sire my breed.
Yeah. Oh, I'm fucking you.
Oh yes, both.
You ain't getting this training for free. I'm sorry.
That's gonna be first.
It's like, yeah,
Michael was supposed to bring me the freshest of concubines, but it got corrupted.
I was
waited 40 years.
I was deeply saddened when the porn nurse was shot in the face. I was very
That was some Steven Seagal shit.
That shit had me laughing though. But man,
kick the door, bro. Just,
also, the other little girl survived. Also, how did she survive? Because she ran like a motherfucker. Maybe she was old and she just got tired and fell in the ditch. But like she survived, so she'll be back for 3. I'm sure they're all gonna die anyway. Yeah. Lori's gonna die anyway. The granddaughter's gonna survive, and she's gonna like have a piece of the mask or some shit and eat it and power up. And then we find out there's a pocket dimension where there's another nigga named Myers Michael or some. I don't care, nigga. This is dumb.
Jason comes through a pocket dimension.
Yep.
With Freddy.
I'm just frustrated. I'm frustrated because I don't know the why anymore. I don't know the why anymore. I think that's my biggest beef with this movie. It's like, well, what the fuck are we doing? Like the kills are fine. I'm fine with that. But I've watched plenty of movies with good ass killing that are shorter, make less sense, but more fun to watch. I'll give you Terrifier, bro. Terrifier all day. I'd rather watch Terrifier than this. Like now, the reason I'm on the fence officially is like I feel like maybe 10 years down the line, we will enjoy this for all the wrong reasons. Like Tommy and that whack ass recruit shit probably plays some goofy ass 18 music in the background. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a way to. There was somebody else. I was on the So Wizard. Their guest was like, watch that scene where he gets back up and play the Ultimate Warrior theme again. I was like, I will. So like, you know, like that's like the only positive I can get out of this whole situation is like maybe we can
edits
repurpose this goofy ass movie to like our liking to where like there's a lot of inside jokes and gags. But right now I'm kind of. I mean, it just. If you were on that goofy shit, it had some funny moments in the 2018 one, but it felt more serious. Or maybe I'm just going off of memory. I just felt like there was more like weight to this shit.
You knew that everybody that got thrown in front of him was just fodder on this movie. Whereas the 2018 one, it was actually some build up. Well, actually, you know, we seen what happened. Some people survived. You know what I mean? They put up a fight. It was we almost had some closure. Everybody knew he wasn't gonna die from getting burnt in no goddamn building. We knew there was no way
you saw
that
it in his eyes when he was looking at the camera. He's like, "Y'all niggas know I'm getting out."
Right, like y'all know I'm getting out of this shit.
Like, you think these bitch, something?
Right, some bars. Like, come on. So I feel you. I mean, I thought that it would be. I thought we would get some kind of closure. You said both of y'all bring up super solid points, and Randy I'm not gonna forget. I mean, because it's so funny he say that because I never put it into words. It's the mysticism. Like it's got to be some shit. It's got to be something. It's got to be something. It's got to be like.
But there's no
something,
groundwork.
Man.
That's their problem because even if y'all are both right, like they didn't lay any groundwork for any type of supernatural shit to make sense. Like period.
It ain't got to make sense at this point. It don't even have to make sense.
It was, but the problem with this, the whole series is it was meant to be an anthology, and each story is supposed to be on its own. Mm-hmm. So having this character,
nigga still got up though,
supposed to be the boogeyman versus the girl next door, and then moving on. Doesn't matter what happens after that. That story ends, right? And it's like, but we don't care what happens to all the kids who put on the masks after the commercial plays because that's the end of the story.
Right?
And it's like so. But the problem is you had like, or like these are the happily ever after of the horror movies where it's like, okay, now we have to explain what happens to keep going. And it's like, well, how do we explain this? And at least with Jason, every time we fucked up and made a new, this is how it happened. This is how it happened this time. This is how it happened. So you got an explanation of what happened to bring this back up. And like, okay, now we understand why this makes sense and how this doesn't work and that doesn't work. But with Mike Myers, just a big, dumb, strong man child, who's unkillable, and it's like no matter what you do to him, he's unkillable. And I'm like,
I mean, even if you got
lazy,
even if you were lazy, and like when you had him in part whatever fuck in 2018, if you're fucking around and just have like a nigga just drop some paper on the fucking table, be like, all right, here's his chart. That nigga brain's fucked up. He can't feel pain like at all.
That was it.
Right, that'd make a lot more sense. That'd be something. I mean, that don't.
Like, okay, well,
but again,
at least there's
and
that.
then it would like, but so then how does he keep getting up?
Who cares?
Right.
I'm just saying.
So where's the regenerative factor?
Give me
in
a
this?
little bit of nigga
It's
got
something.
shot. He got gunned. If this was any gangster movie, The Wire, any movie produced by 50 Cent or Snoop Dogg, nigga, like this is it.
You can't take those.
Ricky got hit once. Ricky got hit hard once, and that was a wrap.
And he was a peak physical specimen, technically.
The words out my mouth, bro. He was jacked, fool. Star football player, dog. Prime of his life.
Yep.
He was drinking milk when he got shot, nigga. He
was ready. He was about to be the next OJ. That's what was about to happen. He was about to be OJ, Bo Jackson. You know what I'm saying?
Back to knife murder.
Ended up half like yeah.
Right, that's right.
Half now.
He was about to be it, man. And that took him out.
Let's go ahead and rate this shit, guys. Let's see how we, because I still don't know, guys. It's weird. Let's start with, I guess, Smitty, man, of Real Ninja Reviews, bro. Like knee pads and slippers, fam. Like, talk to me, bro. I know. I could go first. If y'all need time, I'll go first. I'll put myself out there and try to figure this out.
Because I'm trying to figure out because how I rate things, I rate things solely off of, and the end is it's an emotional thing with me with movies when I rate them. All right, so now the end rating is emotional. Everything that is put in it is very technical. You know what I mean? A lot of times. So for this one, as I said in the beginning, it made me feel some type of way, and because it made me feel some type of way, I'm not gonna shit on it completely, because 2018 one honestly didn't make me feel anything.
No shit.
It didn't. I didn't. At least this entertained me in silly ways that it probably shouldn't have. 2018 felt as hollow because, and especially with the ending, that just completely gutted everything that could have possibly been. I'm like,
both got trash endings. Both got trash endings.
Yeah, you can't put the nigga in a box in a burning house while it's burning. You're not watching his literal bones sear. Like, if you're not watching bones and organs evaporate and sear and turn into liquid,
put him in the ground.
You know what I'm saying? If that's not the case, then what are you doing this for, right? So to go from the 2018 ending and everything, because the build up and everything, how they got there was good. They just that exact ending, that last 8% of the movie, the last 8% like messed all the rest of everything that they did up. So going into this one, I was expecting the same thing. However, this one, again, like I said, it made me feel different types of ways. Probably not exactly, how they thought. I mean, those feelings aren't awesome. You know what I'm saying? I went like, this is some entertaining and dope shit. Nah, it was just, I'm kind of surprised. I'm just like you said. So I guess I go with slippers.
You doing one hater slipper or two?
One.
Okay, so it didn't make the mark. I thought you were gonna give it one knee pad, bro. I thought you were gonna give it a positive, but
yeah. I mean, but you gotta hear what I'm saying, like why I like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like it because it was missing on everything, but it still made me feel a type of way. It's not a good movie. And he makes sure not a good movie. So
it's rewatchable though. Like I would definitely watch it again. Like, that's the weird part. Like, a lot of it pisses me off. I'm a fast forward through some shit. But Randy, what about you, man? Like, it's a tough one.
I know that was confused. I know that was a confusing rating. I told you it's very emotional. Don't try to put logic on it. You can't make this. These aren't logical decisions.
I had an episode where I shitted all over this movie and gave it 2 knee pads, niggas.
Right. Okay. So there. Right. All right. I don't feel bad there.
No. Your logic is sound. It's fine.
So
like
I said, normally when I do mine, it's like, will I ever watch this again? Yes or no? Probably not. So now we're in hater slipper territory. Is this the worst movie I've seen this week or month? No. Does anyone else need to watch this movie? Probably not. So then, like, what the fuck was the point of this goddamn movie then? Was it just a continue? It's just a fucking sequel to a sequel of a sequel of a sequel.
Let's make some money, watch this nigga
make some money, watch some people die, and then that's it. Move on, maybe try to do it one more, try to get enough money to do it one more time to close it out.
One more again.
And that kind of ploy always irks me, and I hate it. I really hate it because it's like, it's not Empire. It ain't even The Last Jedi. So it's like, what do you like? You're not slick. And what's worse is the feelings I was feeling was there was sympathy towards these people. There was sympathy towards the people who was the angry lynch mob. There was sympathy towards the supremacy of it all. Like there was sympathy towards police officers, and they're like, I should have just shot him. I should have went on my first instinct and shot him in the face.
Damn,
I should have just shot him, but I hesitated and gave him the benefit of the doubt. I should have leaned into my police brutality. And I was like, I don't know if I can do for this. So who am I supposed to?
I forgot about that part.
I didn't root for no goddamn body.
There was so much goofy. No, you're right. There was so much goofy shit. Because Mike already had so many bodies on him that it didn't like.
I know Mike's a terrible human being, but he is unaware of what he's doing.
That's right, because the whole point was
angry mob, they know exactly what they're doing. They know they're rallying up anger and like pain and suffering to try and defeat evil. And it's like they're getting in a movie like it's not gonna win. It's like this is not how you beat. And it's like in my head, I was like, so what's the message behind this? Is like anger can't defeat anger, reason can't like against this white supremacist, this unkillable white man figure that you can't kill, that goes after minorities and the homosexuals in the whole town. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Who am I supposed to root for in this movie? The children of the white supremacists, the children of the angry mob. No,
man.
Fuck this movie, man. 2 hater slippers.
My boy is so deep, dog.
No, that's real. I didn't even. That's definitely real because even look at the supremacy that they
tell me this is not a scene in the same fucking movie, and tell me like literally this didn't happen in the movie, and like how am I supposed to root for this guy?
Because you know what? It might be why I feel weird. Like I don't know what to do with this because it's like.
Maybe I'm simple. Maybe I like my heroes to look like heroes and not look like supremacists.
Because
that shit was bad.
I love Jason. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a big fan of Jason. Like when he goes ham on people and shit. So I thought it'd be the same type of deal. But then when you start slowly whittling away what the fuck the point was for him, I'm like, all right, well, so die then, dude. I guess. And then I start getting frustrated with like him and what he is, what he stands for, as far as like the durability and whatever the fuck. Like that was bothering me. Tommy Doyle was pissing me off too much because he was too much like his whole character was fucking up the movie for me.
It's like it literally started in a bar and him how terrible his tragedy was, and I was just sitting there like.
But he forced it on everybody.
You're not going to tell me you like failed art school somewhere and be like, now you need to round up a bunch of people to go after the people who are ruining this town, right?
Talking about Hitler.
Here is broke ass. Where he been doing all this time?
No, but
where his family at? What was going on? Like,
it's 40 years. You're a writer for Breitbart.
It's weird because it's like you can I definitely see what you're saying, and then I'm also looking at the fact of like pulling
Breitbart editor and shit.
Pulling back from that, like the brass tacks of like what's happened as far as like okay, we want to bring back, like since we eliminated all the movies, we can bring back all the connective tissues and make sense of this shit because like number one, we never explained how Mike got to jail, right? We never explained how he got to jail or why he's alive. So how do we tell that story? And then like I like how they try to go through the efforts of like recreating the OG movie and filming it that way when they cut back to the cutscenes of him being arrested and like how somebody was gonna brutally murder him and he did the right thing. But I can see what you're saying, but he was like, I did the right thing, but I regret it because I know he's evil now. But the bottom line is he still knew that he's evil now. Like he had regrets until he sees what he's doing when he got back out. So like the cop still did the right thing.
I mean, yeah, but
and like
how many people he killed a night? He was at 3, and then cop shot cop in neck, so that made 4.
But he was holding on to that guilt. Was like, did Michael kill again? Did Michael kill again? And I was like, are you wanting Michael to kill again, or
course.
or
So weird.
is it what
man.
this cop says is what's going to happen to Michael next? Are you going to take him to jail and like execute him because he killed again?
Yeah.
Or is the cop
Nah.
going to do the right thing and say, no, I messed up. I killed this guy.
Yeah.
Michael didn't know what he was doing. Take him to psychiatric care.
Loomis could have been power enough to like pull the trigger himself, because like Loomis been blasting at that motherfucker, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
Loomis wants him gone, and then you had but like I guess I kind of felt I felt sympathy for the cop, mainly because he was already racked with guilt from everything that happened off, with shooting his homeboy in the neck. You know what I mean? And then it's like, hey, he did it to himself. It's cool.
Then stop being a cop.
Wait, I'm just. Look, we still gotta have a movie. We still gotta have a
It's been
movie.
like 30 years.
But
He
the
couldn't
movie's
be a
not about that.
firefighter. He couldn't be a firefighter. They got it bad too.
Could have been a teacher. Could have
The point
been
is,
an
like,
Amazon worker.
but see, but
All terrible jobs.
but like that's so much weight in storytelling for a movie that was not even like on there right now. You know what I mean? So like I didn't have the energy to give that movie that much weight for how wishy-washy and goofy it's been the whole fucking movie. And like, and because like hearing that sounds like a better movie, but they're not going to address any of these things you're talking about.
No.
It was a piss poor way of they did it. And yeah, okay, I'm talking about something too. It's one hater slipper. Like, god damn, Randy. But
Damn.
I actually kind of like this movie. Here, let me explain why you should.
No, it was still gonna be because like I was gonna say one hater slipper regardless, but it was almost two because of what you said. I was like, motherfucker. But
Yeah.
it's one hater slipper mainly because it's like I understand you want to bring the game back. You want to try to do some connective tissues, have some Easter eggs. All that was done fairly okay, but the Tommy Doyle shit was whack. The riot at the hospital was just, it was all piss poor done. And then the ending was a fucking wet fart again. It's like, all right, you murdered Karen. Okay, you're looking out the window. End. I'm like, ugh, because even him getting jumped felt whack. I was like, this better not be how he dies. This is trash. But they fucked him up so bad. Clearly he's dead. Oh, he's not. Okay. Oh, he's able to walk and just stand and not heal himself or do anything, or at least disappear, nigga. At least disappear. So I could just, I don't know what you're doing to get
you're
better.
recovering or something.
Or the mask jumps off onto Tommy Doyle and he becomes the new Mike Myers.
All I know is like in the movie,
xenomorphs.
Like Halloween Ends needs to start with Michael Myers dead up against the window because he bled out and everyone's trying to get their life back together, nigga. That should be the third movie. Michael Myers stabbed the bitch and was like, "Yeah, bitch."
I was thinking about Jason Goes to Hell, or like the vomit and shit. Like,
oh yeah. Even that made more sense than this.
See?
Oh my god, right?
That's terrible.
Really
that makes more sense than this.
Jason Goes to Hell is better than this.
Yeah.
Ooh,
that's messed up thing. This is a messed up thing to say.
I fucking hated that movie.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. And I can't even say I hate it. And that's what's making. I think that's what make this movie
they
so
had a better
weird.
nigga in the hat though. They had a better black dude in the hat.
Yep.
That boy Duke wins.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, this movie sucks. Two hater slippers. Fuck this movie, dog. Damn.
Two
hater slippers. Holy shit.
See, that's what Michael needed. Was he just get blasted and like just goo everywhere, and then the goo jumps up on all the whole mob and it becomes a
right.
mob.
And it's like his split spirit or something, or like whatever was taking over him and making him go complete and utter psycho.
Now the true power.
We gotta see what the fuck pops off for part 3 because this is dumb. This is dumb. I'm glad I got to see this at home. That's all I know. I'm glad I was at the crib.
Me too.
I'm glad I didn't spend a lot of money on this. Or
I almost went to go see this like on release night. I really almost did. I was bored. I'm just happy the movie theater is back open. I just want to go see everything.
Bro, I got a movie pass. I could have went there like no charge. I just didn't feel like get out of my fucking house, put on a shirt. I was just like, man.
No, see, I messed myself up because I watched. This is random and not very connected, but I finished watching Harry Potter this week, right? So I got a little bit of closure, right? I got a little bit of closure and something. I was thinking, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna finish out, Halloween about to end too. I'm gonna get some Halloween,
nigga.
Closure.
Shall live while the other, no, neither one shall live while the other one survives. I was like,
just
now you back in limbo, bro.
I'm angry again. Yeah, so I stand firm on that. That's one slipper for sure.
Well, we're gonna wrap this up, guys. Smitty, I appreciate you having me on for this, bro. This was a blast. This was
thanks for having me, man.
I'm just mad now.
Right, this is upset. I had the movie playing the whole time we've been sitting here too. It's been playing.
Maybe that's why they
just looking like this is not it.
Maybe that's why they were bitching about the firefighters and the gays, so they could throw us off from what Randy really uncovered.
Right, the realness.
The real story behind the story.
Wow, that's a lot to swallow. But yeah, bro, please plug everything. Everything you need to plug. The floor is yours, man.
Oh man,
I'm trying to get my life together.
I'm not a huge. I know I need to get better with plugs, but yeah, Real Ninja Reviews. Real Ninja Reviews on all social media. Instagram is probably the favorite avenue, the favorite platform. YouTube as well. Facebook, Twitter. I'm trying to get the Twitter popping. I've been Twitter. I've been Twitter dormant for like 7 or 8 years total. So I literally lost the whole flow of how Twitter even. I used to be Twitter fingers, Twitter master and shit. And then I stopped for a while and trying to get back. But Real Ninja Reviews on all social media platforms. New episodes of the audio podcast are released on Tuesdays. And you can find us at all of the main podcast outlets: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Pods, or whatever the hell the Google one is called. Yeah, all of that. And my daughter just dropped something in the back, so pretty sure y'all heard a little bit of that. But yeah, so Smitty Real Ninja Reviews. Yeah, check us out. We're recording live on Sunday nights. So yeah, appreciate being here. Pleasure me and Randy getting on with you, B. We can chop it up back and forth. We're gonna have some more work. B gonna join us on one of our episodes here coming up in November. Sure. So we definitely gonna have that popping. Randy, you more than welcome to join us as well. Let me make sure I, extend that invite. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
my schedule's garbage. So
I understand that.
His more schedule between the two of us for sure. But yeah, man, it's been a blast. Real talk. I'm glad I got to sort my feelings out with you two, man. It's really dope. But
it helps.
I'm gonna be drinking later tonight, so y'all have a good one.
We'll see y'all next week. All right,
we'll see you next week, man. Dune.
Dune?
Oh, okay. I want to go see Dune. I want to see that. I want to see that.
All right, let's see.